Hey, it's me on the Project T, and I was doing the T's and the thoughts, and contracts came up. And I also yesterday, my baby, she got her learner's permit, so I took Charlotte to get her learner's permit, and she passed on her first try. And we were discussing, reading over contracts, which she already knows, but just guiding her through it with the DMV process. So literally, I know it. I know you're supposed to read through your contract. I know you're supposed to be diligent about what you're signing. I know that, and still, even sometimes, I will neglect that right that I have to read over things. And me and Charlotte was talking about this yesterday. Is like, if anybody gives you a contract and they require that you sign that contract right then and there without you reading over it and not giving you, definitely if that contract is lengthy and have fine print and they do not want to allow you the allotted time to look through your contract, 9 times out of 10 something is wrong. There's a red flag and you should seek counsel or just opt out of that opportunity or that deal. So speaking of contracts, a lot of us were already taught to read through our contracts. Reading is a skill. Comprehension is a part of reading, even though some people fail to have that. And a lot of us were taught that. However, even though a lot of us were taught about paper contracts, we were not taught about making decisions as contracts. Making decisions are literal spiritual contracts. You are entering a pathway or a deal or an agreement once you choose the choice that you have chosen. Your choice is the contract. Your choice is saying that I am going to go through with this. If you decide to change your choice, you have consequences and you have a new path or a new deal that you must go through. And we're not taught contracts in that sense. And so a lot of people in the spiritual community be talking about contracts and a lot of people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And it's because you just wasn't taught to look at life choices and decisions as contracts. When you enter a new relationship, whether it be wrong, I don't even like saying romantic no more because romantic, literally, you look that shit up, is fake love. It's literally fake love. So I don't even like saying that no more. But when you're entering a contract of love, a lot of y'all just, identify romance as sex and flowers and all that, whimsy, cool, I think stuff. But like when you're entering these contracts, you're making a deal to be committed to this person to whatever degree that y'all have stated or not stated, because the choices is going to make the agreement. And so like literally you can sign that paper, but your choices and decisions are how you're going to handle each other, and the decisions you're going to make for yourself and for the people literally is, hold on one second. All right, so my child had called. But so literally, when you're making the choices and the decisions you make, literally they're going to affect your partnerships, whether they're business, whether they're love, whether they're familiar, whether they're like a job. Like, it is literally your decisions that you make will affect everything around you, everything that is associated with you. And so literally, that's not my point though. My point is that if you decide to enter a relationship, and that relationship, that relationship is going to come with trials and tribulations. All of them do. But like this one going to come with some extreme shit. Like most people really do go into these relationships knowing that there are issues and there are problems, and they're willing to take that risk. They can see it from the beginning, whether they want to say it or not, or whether they're consciously aware of it or not. Like, but you're entering a deal. It's not even a piece of paper. It's literally you saying that I want to go into partnership with this person on whatever level you're going into partnership with them. Same as your life. When you decide to take that job, you're going into a deal and a path, and they talk about timelines and they talk about life, like past lives, and you're now entering a new life. And your life from your past, literally, that is your life from your past. You are becoming a new person on a new path, a new version of yourself, because this pathway is going to take you to another point in your timeline. And so a lot of us don't look at that we're making deals. When you get that job, if you get that job just because you need to pay your rent, you're literally dependent on what you are signing up for in that job. You're saying, hey, look, I'm willing to sell my time, my energy, myself, so that I can pay these bills. And a lot of us are entering deals out of survival. A lot of us are entering deals under duress. A lot of us are entering deals not fully aware. So we're not fully even consciously aware. We're just making these decisions from our conditioning, from our childhood, from the inherited shit we got in our DNA that we don't need. Like a lot of us haven't even had the opportunity to learn and be ourselves. And so a lot of us are literally making decisions out of duress. And a lot of entities have been able to get away with it because we weren't consciously aware of that's what we're doing. So literally, a lot of us, I know for me, I was following my heart through a lot of the decision makings I made. Even if I was operating out of a fucking negative frequency, I literally was coming from a place of following my heart. Like, if you like to look for signs and things, that is your intuition, that is your heart. You are using, this path is calling me for this reason, and you're using your intuition. Some people use their discernment, they use their logic. Some people use a combination of both. But like literally, I want to say, once you become consciously aware that your decisions shape your path, shape your physical realm, like literally you start to make better decisions. It will take time, trust your processing. But if you're wondering about contracts, all contracts are not written in paper, but your contracts are the choices and the decisions you make. So make your choices and decisions more wisely when you do become more aware of that. Those who are still not aware, literally we have to trust their process and they have to trust their process. Like, we can't try to control nobody's life. Literally all you can do is control yours. And once you realize that, the better off you're gonna be, and you're gonna make better decisions. I am in a process of trying to make better decisions for myself in so many avenues and ways, and it is overwhelming. And so sometimes I have to pull myself back and see, are you doing this for show? Are you doing this because you're supposed to be doing this? Are you doing this on purpose? Are you doing it with purpose? Are you doing this for a challenge? Are you doing this for a long time? Are you doing this as a lifestyle change? Or is it just a short time thing? And so literally, you know, I even still am making decisions under duress, and I'm starting to realize those contracts are vanishing though, because I be praying over myself, and I be praying that, like, literally any contracts made while I'm in duress, while I'm under stress, like, legally, that is a way that a contract can be broken, and spiritually it is too. So those who have been making us make contracts and deals and choices under duress, trying to change our destinies and our paths and our lifelines, literally, once you become aware, and even sometimes when you're unaware, like, God literally protects you from that. Spirit protects you from that. Your ancestors protect you from that. And those people have to pay. But I feel like when you come to a more level of consciousness and you become more aware of it, like, literally you get to see how, oh, this is not happening. And once you used to be mad about certain stuff not happening, it was because it wasn't meant. It was because you were being bamboozled and tricked to thinking this is what you needed or this is what you wanted. And sometimes it's just not even time yet. Like, it's not time yet. It's not safe yet. It's not prepared yet. You don't want to settle for less. So literally, the contract thing is a real deal thing, and literally take heed to the decisions you make.